Hello, greetings. It is O-MOW-KNEE-KAY and from Yale. Today, I am going to cook some curried cabbage. Very easy to make. Right now, I'm in the throes of cutting up some cabbage. I've already washed it and cut it down a little bit. And I'm going to cut it down some more, cut it up some more. In this pot, if you can see, I have olive oil. I have from Ear Products, African chili flakes. And Layla's curry. I love this curry. Yeah. So I'm just simply cutting this up and I'm going to put this in the pot. Also, another thing, I put in this apple cider vinegar, right? It's very good for cabbages and beans, so you don't get that much gas. You don't need a whole lot of it. And it gives it a nice flavor. Yeah. Well, I hope everyone is doing well during these crazy times. You know what? I should wait until, I thought I spoke to you guys about this before. When you heat up the olive oil in curry, let's rock it back and forth so it can coat everything. You need to cook it. You can't just throw the food in there. You want to, as I call, hot it up, you know? You want the curry to cook because you can get a stomachache from it. So, this is my cabinet here, so don't mind that. So anyway, I hope everyone is safe and sane. Seems like a lot of people are losing their minds. I feel like they're losing their mind at my job. They want us to do the COVID testing instead of sending them out. And I feel we are not equipped for that. And come to find out, I'm correct because the director gave me a write-up on it. And the same things I say that they should do, that's what that paper says. That's what it suggests. And he doesn't want to do it. So, the way it looks now, I will be resigning as of next month. And I'm going to put it in writing on Saturday. It is what it is, y'all. You know, sometimes you have to put yourself first. You can't always put a company first or the patient first. You can't do that. You got to look out for you. I'm in the state of Florida where COVID is high as a crackhead. And it's like anything goes state. And, you know, I'm not about that life. If you looked at my other videos, I speak highly about Dave Ramsey and getting out of debt. So, that's right. So, this is going to be my form of boycott, which is sit on my bachelor's degree, my license, and I'll work for someone else when I'm ready. You always got to listen to your spirit. You can't always do things or don't do things because you're scared to make a change. Okay? I give it to all those nurses, doctors, respiratory techs, med techs up north that are doing what they got to do, what they feel they got to do. But being real, a lot of times people want to leave, but they can't because they have a lot of debt. They are a slave to their debt. to their big house, to their credit cards, to their student loans. Smelling that vinegar. All right, take a look. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe we need some more light. See that? So the curry, boy, that apple cider vinegar is getting me. Apple cider vinegar and olive oil. So I'm going to add this in here. So I cut down the cabbage to little bite-sized pieces. And mind you, just like spinach and collard greens, when you cook these items, you know, the water content will come out, so it'll be less in the pot. And I think this cabbage is pretty small. I bought 2, but I'm only cooking 1. Yeah, but you know, it's a shame. I've been with this company 6.5 years. Longest I've been with any company. Outside of that was the military. I've been with that for years. Did my time, got out. And I really enjoyed it, but you're not going to have me work under conditions and the whole lab could be affected. You know, so I'm going to make a move. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's a lot of layoffs, blah, blah, blah. You know, again, I'm a medical technologist. Another title for this is clinical lab specialist. So without the med techs, you wouldn't get your COVID results. You wouldn't get your HIV results. You wouldn't get your cholesterol results. We do it all. That's our job. So I can easily get a job. It's just where I want to work. And they have traveling agencies, and I'm looking into that. I had 2 interviews. And I told them, look, I'll work in October. That's when I'll be ready. So that's my plan. I'm going to relax and do other things. Like my YouTube channel. And, you know. So, anyway, put all of this in here. And I like cooking in these iron pots. I know I got a lot of stuff going on here. I went to the Caribbean store. So I'll try to gently mix it, whatever's on the bottom, try to bring it to the top. And I don't have this pretty high. I have it on, what, 1? So I'm going to cover it and let it make its own, you know, cook in its own juices. hopefully get to see this. I don't have the type of phone that I could click over, you know. So now, you know what? I'm going to put some other things in here as well. Tell you what I'm going to put in here. See, the curry's going to make it turn a yellow color. And curry contains turmeric. It's very good for you. Been eating it all my life since my parents are from Jamaica. So you put curry in a lot of dishes. Look at that. Look at that color. See it? So I'm bringing whatever's on the bottom to the top. Now this is a time where if you want to add additional salt, pepper, things of that nature, you can. Now what I'm going to do is put the lid on. Lid. All right, I have some pumpkin. Let's put this down. I got this at the Caribbean store. I don't cook pumpkin. I think I've had it one time. But they already cut it for me. They sell it in pieces. So what I'm going to do is cut this part out and chop it up and throw it in. I'm going to try to remove the skin as well. And I'm thinking I should put some onions in there. So let me do that. I really should have, oh, has some seeds. Maybe I should try to grow it. I don't know. I really should have put the onions in first with the curry and cook it down. But I didn't. I'm going to use a spoon and remove all this webbing and seeds. Yeah, so, you know, folks, you got to do what you got to do. And to me, that's a form of self-love. You know, I'm talking about as far as the job. You know, you got to stick to your convictions, you know. I mean, everything I said they should do, and they said no. The paper he gave me, it says that they should do. As far as have this bio hood, should be a second or third class hood, and it should be in a separate room. They don't want to do that. So, you're not going to endanger my life with this COVID crap. Yep, so I'm going to cut this up. So, let me do that, and I'm going to pause the video. Alright, guess what? I changed my mind. Instead of adding it to the cabbage, adding the pumpkin to the cabbage. Hold up. As you can tell, I do not, what's the word? Edit. I don't edit. I don't have time for that. I don't even know how to edit these videos, okay? Nah, I like it organic, don't you? But anyway, instead of adding the pumpkin to this, Look at it. Okay? Looking good. I am going to add it to this. So, I'm going to boil it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. These are seeds. I was thinking of saving the seeds and trying to grow them myself. But I'm going to get this to boil and throw that in there. And then what I'll do after it softens up a bit, I will skin them and add them to the cabbage. So, in the meanwhile, I'm going to cut up some onions, which I should have done. You know what? No onion. We're going to put in scallions. I call them scallions. Americans, I guess, call them green onions. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that and put in with my cabbage. So I'm going to try to hook this up so I only have 10% left on this wire, on this phone. Hi, sorry. That's how it is, folks. But, oopsie. Let me put this here. So what would you guys do? I'm just curious. Would you guys leave your job if they told you that you had to start testing the COVID specimens and you were not provided a safe environment to do so? I think you might say yes, but I can tell you now, a lot of people won't do that. And it's because, like I said, a lot of people are in debt. And also, people are just afraid of starting over. I mean, I've been here 6.5 years. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to learn new things, go new places. As a matter of fact, I'm considering the traveling lab. Not now, but at a further date. Right now, I'm taking off all this dead crap off the greens. You know, I just peeled it off. And I'm going to cut the heads and then wash them. Let me see something. Alright, just checking on the water. So now, with this, I'm going to cut off the head. Yeah, I don't have, I'm not concerned about getting a new job. Just one I like. As far as I'm concerned, I could work part-time. The less I'm exposed to this COVID mess, the better. Now, yeah, I know that, you know, I'm doing my vitamin D, all that stuff. But common sense is the best preventive, okay? So, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be surprised when I come in Saturday and they'll have, you know, a biohazard with a level 2 biohazard or level 3. Maybe they'll surprise me. I doubt it. But you never know. Alrighty. Now that my onions are cut up, see. Oh, you can see them. Just going to rinse them again. And I shall add them to the cabbage. I need my mitt. Cabbage cooks pretty fast. And it's good for you. It's great roughage. They have the green cabbage, they have the red cabbage. It doesn't matter. I prefer any one. Look at my hands. Don't you hate it? You know you already have a wash rag out somewhere and you just can't find it. All right, now the water is boiling. Take a look. Water is boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this pumpkin in there and let it cook. How long? Let's start with 10 minutes. Unfortunately, I do not have, an advanced camera or anything like that where I could put it on a tripod. So, it is what it is. All right. So, that's going. Let me tell you what I also am going to put in there. I got from the Caribbean store. This is some thyme. Not the thyme, but some thyme. And let's smell it. It smells wonderful. So, I'm going to take, I wash everything. That's just me. I am going to put some, this much, in the cabbage. There, scallion out there. So I'm going to put that in. All right. Check it out. Doesn't it look beautiful? So I'm washing my spoon. And just going to mix that. And I'm just going to let it cook it down. And like I said, I put chili flakes in. I like a little bit of spice. See? That's my pumpkin. So, what I'm going to do, I love some sea salt in here. To me, no matter what spice you put in, if you really want to bring out the flavor, put some sea salt in it. And it doesn't take a lot. Let's separate those little thyme. And if you go to a Caribbean store and get them, That bag of thyme was only $1. Okay. Isn't it pretty? Look at the color. And it's on low. And with this, all I have to do is try it to see is it tender with a fork. So I'm just going to let it boil. And when it's done, is there anything else I want to add? Nothing else. The onions I could add, but I won't. Because guess what? Look at all this okra. I like okra. And look at this. It's pretty. When you shake it, you hear the nut. It's avocado. We call it pear in Jamaica. All right. And you know what? That's it, y'all. That's my meal. Easy, right? Easy peasy. So you can't say, you know, you have to have meat. You don't have to have meat. And I'm not going to say I'm a vegetarian. The meat, if I do eat meat, I'm trying to plug this in. If I do eat meat, it will be scallops and shrimp. And that's not too often. Yeah. So, like, subscribe, share, and enjoy your day. And let me know, write down, like, what would you do if your job had you doing something without the proper, let's say, protective wear or proper equipment? How would you handle it? Just curious. I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyway, but I'm curious to know, what would you do? All right. Sorry this video is all over the place. You know, it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. But before I gotta go, I gotta say that I have to do some self-care for myself, because this situation has gotten my blood pressure high, and it's usually not high. So gotta make some decisions. It's already made anyway, so I just have to execute. Like I always say, plan, replan, and execute. Peace.